Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Gary and today I'm going to be having a look inside the box of this, the F-15E Strike Eagle, brand new tooling from Revell in 1/72nd scale. I'll have a look inside what you get, have a look at the parts, have a look at how well moulded they are, have a look at the instructions and the decals. All of that to see whether it's really value for money. Okay, now if you like the video, then do please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe using the button in the bottom right corner there. That way you'll get to see the build video later as well, and all the other build videos on my channel and other news and gossip as it comes up and as I publish it. If you'd also like to support the channel in other ways, there are links to Patreon and to Buy Me a Coffee in the information box below. So no more ado, let's see what we get inside this box. This new 2021 tooled kit replaces Revell's previous F-15E Strike Eagle that was released in 2001. However, that was itself a reboxing of a 1988 Hasegawa tooling, so it's well overdue for replacement. There are 199 parts in the box, and the kit is rated at level 4 by Revell. This suggests that it's better for someone with a bit of experience, as there are some difficult and fiddly parts included, as we'll see later. The kit is well presented with a piece of box art by Egbert Friedel showing the single colour scheme included. The box opens at one end. I personally prefer a separate lid, but I guess this probably uses less cardboard. Inside are the instruction booklet, the Decal Sheet and 3 bags of parts, 2 grey plastic and 1 transparent. The instruction leaflet is in full colour. Inside the cover is a page of general advice, which is very good, then a key to the symbols used in the instructions. 2 pages telling you what paints to use, then the sprue layout diagrams. All of the information here come in 20 different languages, and then we can get finally to the assembly. Most of the colours are straightforward. The instructions suggest that the cockpit interior, for example, is called colour D, which is a mix of grey 374 and white 301 at 60/40. IPMS suggests a dark gold grey for this area, as the American Common Fighter interior. Paint mix N is 80% aluminium and 20% black. I'm surprised there isn't a sort of dark gunmetal in the Revell range. I'll probably use burnt iron. Overall, the aircraft is finished in Revell 378. Now this would be a gunship grey, so Humbrol 125 or Vallejo 71097 and equivalents. Finally, the colour and decal layouts. Very straightforward again, but they have included the Sparrow and AMRAAM missiles, which aren't used in this kit, even though the Sparrows are actually on the sprues, and I would probably argue that the sidewinder bodies would be a light ghost grey. So the plastic itself then, a total of 5 sprues. There are the wing sections, the top in one complete piece, then the tail and engine bays, the rest of the fuselage and conformal tanks, and then 2 identical sprues with fuel tanks, weapons and wheels. The layout sheet points out that we only need 1 set of wheels and no Sparrow missiles, otherwise all the bits are here. Finally, there's the transparency sprue with the windshield, the canopy and a piece of glass for the heads-up display. The plastic seems to have flowed into the moulds well enough. I can't see any stress lines. The panel lines look, well, they look okay. Maybe not as deep as on some Airfix kits of late, but you know, that's been a criticism of Airfix. They are definitely deep enough for detailing and for the decals to recess into later on. One thing that is definitely missing is the option to have the huge dorsal air brake open. Now that is a pity, because it's something of a feature of the F-15 series. I guess it would have interfered with the fancy decals. Some of the sprue design is a bit clunky. Here the engine, you can see the exhaust pedal actuators, and a good thing that they're there too, but on the sprue they're injected halfway along with big inlet spurs. This will take a lot of cleaning, and there are 30 of them. I know this is a level 4 kit, but there's no need for this, surely. Finally, onto the decal sheet itself. There is one option for this aircraft: colours flown to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the 4th Fighter Wing in 2017. A unit with a remarkable record, to be sure. Its origins go back to the Eagle squadrons in the Royal Air Force of World War II. Of course, there is also a large aftermarket with alternative markings available. The decals themselves are printed quite well, apparently in Italy. The black ink looks fairly sharp for this scale, maybe not quite up to the standards of modern cartograph, and the colour density is good. The cockpit decals look fine for this scale. We'll see how they lay on top of the parts when we build it. These celebratory decals come as large units which include stencils where appropriate, which will save a lot of messing about trying to lay stencil decals on top of other decals. Decals are also provided for all of the stores. There it is then, the new Revell F-15E Strike Eagle. Compared with its competition, it looks a good kit despite a few challenges posed by the design of the sprues. It's at a pretty competitive price point and certainly makes you feel you've got value for money. Whether or not we actually have, of course, is the subject of the next video when I'll be making the kit. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the new Revell F-15E. If you have, then please remember to subscribe to my channel with the logo in the bottom right to see more build videos, weekly news and other projects as they're completed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.